I'm Kenny Moran, and welcome to my tutorial series on the new instrument called Sequence by Big Fish Audio. Today's tutorial is going to be on the roll creator section, and this is the most, one of the most unique features you'll ever see on an instrument. What this allows you to do is create rolls and runs with any sound, like you used to have to do. You would have to program all that, but now the way we've done it here is, I can play any note, and you'll see here it says half note triplet, quarter notes, eighth, quarter triplet, so on. Now, you used to have to program that kind of stuff or, try and play it by hand. So what this allows you to do is when you're playing your beat and you've programmed it in, you can sit there and be like, I want, right? You can do that however you want in all the variations you'd want to do them. But the next step we did is you can take this, let's do this one, and we can tune it. Right? So not only can you create the roll, you can actually change its pitch and you can play its pitch, because a lot of times you want the pitch to change in a specific spot or how the music does it, and you would have to figure out how to, do the pitch bend or draw something in, where now you can just play the note and just be like, right? Anything you'd want to do. It really is that simple for the roll creator. So over in this section, we have a high pass, low pass, and speed. So we can take this hi-hat we're using, right? Or the high pass. On this side, we have pan, tuning, and volume. So same thing, I can take this, right? Or I can tune it, or I can use the volume. So extremely flexible and very, very easy. I mean, that's the entirety of how you'd use it. Now, what if you don't want that hi-hat? What if you want a different sound inside there, right? Well, we can go to our menu section like we've seen in some other tutorials, and we can go over here, we can say, hey, here's the hi-hat, number 13. And from the sequencer, there's only 12 tracks, 1 through 12. So when I go over here to my menu section, 13 is my roll creator sound. And you have the same menus that you already learned how to use. So I could hit hi-hats again, and I can go, I'm going to go electronic hats. I'm going to turn my menu on. Let's go all the way to the bottom here. And I can go through. And you can see here we have the entire amount of libraries available to us. So it doesn't have to be a hi-hat. I'm in the menu of hi-hats, and here's all my subcategories. I can just go back here. Let's go to percussion. Let's go metallic. A lot of sound. Let's just take that sound. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to say apply, it's in there, turn that off, and that's the new sound. So there you go. Now over here in Logic, you're wondering, how do I do that since it's not part of the 12 tracks? Well, just like the 808 bass, we can record it into our DAW on a track. So you can see here that we have the roll creator track that I've made here, and then we have the tuning track. So I put them on two different tracks so you could see what it looked like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mute these other channels. And then you can just hear the role creator in action. Right? So you can see how powerful that is by just programming what you want in both what you're playing and the pitch. And there you have the role creator.